All Creatures Great and Small, 1978 to 1990, is a classic TV series about the lives of veterinarians in rural England. The film left an impression on the audience through emotional stories and humorous situations in the medical work of animals from small to large. What's more special watching today, we can look back at the actors who participated and see how they've changed over the years, from bright stars to now becoming legends of the village. Carol Drinkwater plays Helen. When she was in the series in 1978, she was 30 years old. Helen is a strong, intelligent woman and always supports her husband, James Herriot, in every situation. After leaving this role, Carol Drinkwater continued her acting and writing career. She wrote many popular books about life on her olive farm in Provence, France, including The Olive Farm and The Olive Root. Now at 76, she lives with her husband, TV producer Michel Noll, in France, and continues to write books and make documentaries.
What are you going to do?
Mend the puncture?
I mean about those shoes of yours.
I'm not sure there's anything I can do.
You have to change them.
In Australia, the man who asked me to marry him on our first date, he then started to say to me, you know, what do you dream of doing? And I said, well, I want to be a writer. And he said, well, then do it, etc.
Fred Feast played Jeff Marlock. When he was in the series in 1988, he was 59. Jeff Marlock is a cheerful and friendly man, always ready to help people. After this role, Fred Feast continued his acting career and participated in many TV and film projects, such as Coronation Street. He lived a peaceful life in Bridlington, where he often participated in community and charity projects. Sadly, Fred Feast passed away on June 25, 1999 at 69 from abdominal cancer.
Bit late, Major. I was in town.
Not
I got
to
to the
worry.
bridge.
It was very decent of you to put yourself out on my account.
No trouble at all, sir. No trouble at all.
I'd be most
As far as friends of mine are concerned, I am friends that trusted you.
Look, Betty knows I didn't nick that clock.
What you mean is you con Betty, didn't you? Speciality is it yours, Yates? Nicking from widows.
Christopher Timothy played James Herriot. When he was in the series in 1978, he was 38. James Herriot is a young, sincere and warm vet who always tries his best to cure animals and help people in the area. Currently, at the age of 83, Christopher Timothy continues his acting career and has participated in many famous films and TV shows such as Doctors and EastEnders. He lives with his wife, Annie Swatton, and regularly participates in charity and community activities.
I'm going to stand up for our rights. At least in the matter of the fence I am.
Wouldn't it be easy just to mend it? I mean, Dick.
No, I'm making a stand on principle.
Two of them I had lunch a few days ago, and he ran a practice in Leyburn, where we sort of were based, really. And I spent a week living in his home, going out and all his...
Peter Davidson played Tristan Farnan. When he was in the series in 1978, he was 27. Tristan Farnan is Dick Fry's younger brother, a carefree guy who loves to have fun and is also very lovable and kind. Now at 73, Peter Davidson continues his acting career and has appeared in many famous films and TV shows such as Doctor Who and The Last Detective. He lives with his wife, Elizabeth Morton, and has 3 children in London.
Took it over when his old man snuffed it a couple of years back.
Very good fellow, as a matter of fact. Who wrote this rubbish?
All the girls go potty about him, and all the mothers are right behind their daughters, cheering them on.
Well, I found it difficult to take over the role of the doctor anyway, from anybody. I was more intimidated, I'd say, by the first 2 or 3 doctors than I was by Tom.
Linda Bellingham played Helen Herriot. When she was in the series in 1988, she was 40 years old. Helen Herriot is James's wife, a strong, intelligent woman who always supports her husband in every situation. Sadly, Linda Bellingham passed away on November 19, 2014 at 66 due to colon cancer. She left a deep impression with many roles in both film and TV, and is remembered as a brave and talented woman.
Hello. No, I'm late. My poor old car's gone on the blink. It stops and starts, but never quite when you want it to.
That takes me back. Granville used to fob me off with his old Rex till he saw the light.
Documentaries ages ago about death, because people don't talk about it, people aren't ready for it, and it's not a very nice thing to talk about. But I wanted to make it funny, but
Robert Hardy plays Siegfried Farnan. When he was in the series in 1978, he was 53. Siegfried Farnan is a veteran vet with a complex personality, sometimes difficult to understand, but always dedicated to his work and colleagues. Sadly, Robert Hardy passed away on August 3, 2017 at 91. Throughout his career, he left a profound mark with many memorable roles, including the role of Cornelius Fudge in the series Harry Potter.
I've heard. Well, let's just concentrate on your bull, Mr. Grimsdale, for the moment, shall we? I'm sure you won't want to pay me to stand here reminiscing.
Oh, I won't.
Do you still act? Are you still alive? Are you well? Do you want a chair, you know? All that sort of thing.
Geoffrey Bowden played Jeff Hatfield. When he was in the series in 1978, he was 54. Jeff Hatfield is an intelligent, hard-working farmer who is always dedicated to his work. After this role, he continued his acting career with many other roles, including the role in Catweasel in the series of the same name and Crown Man in Warsaw Gummidge. He lived a peaceful life in London and regularly participated in charity activities. Sadly, he passed away on May 10, 2017 at 93 due to health problems. He left a profound impression with the role of Jeff Hatfield and many other roles in his career.
Look, ill luck! I fear the owl who hoots by day as I fear water. To conjure the spirits of the air that they may...
They've rung and they want to know if you're free for 52 weeks. I went, oh, heaven.
John Shaw played Mr. Pickens. When he was in the series in 1978, he was 58. Mr. Pickens is a tough and conservative farmer. After this role, John Shaw continued his acting career with many memorable roles. He lived a peaceful life in Yorkshire, where he often participated in community and charity activities. Sadly, John Shaw passed away on November 26, 1992 at 72 due to old age.
The cow grunting a bit? Well, someone better come out and have a look at her.
John McLean played Callum Buchanan. When he was in the series in 1988, he was 35. Callum Buchanan is a Scottish vet known for his cheerful personality and love for animals. After this role, John McLean continued his acting career and participated in many TV and theatre projects. Now at 70, he lives in Scotland and still acts, as well as being a musician and singer.
Well, I'll tell you. Money, Mr. Grimsdale.
Oh.
Mary Hignett played Mrs. Hall. When she was in the series in 1978, she was 63. Mrs. Hall is a dedicated housekeeper of the Scaddell house, always caring for and assisting the vets in all daily tasks. Sadly, Mary Hignett passed away on July 6, 1980 at the age of 64 from complications following hip replacement surgery. She left a deep impression with her role as Mrs. Hall and many other roles during her career.
What, not Dan Cooper? Oh, that old skinflint. What will the world come to next?
I thought it was very decent of him. A small gesture of his appreciation.
Jenna Davies played Mrs. Darby. When she was in the series in 1978, she was 51. Mrs. Darby is a strong, resilient woman who takes care of her family and farm. After this role, Jenna Davies continued her acting career and participated in many TV and TV shows. She lived a peaceful life in Richmond, Virginia, and often participated in charity and community projects. Sadly, she passed away on September 22, 1986, at 59 from cancer. She left a profound impression with her role as Mrs. Darby and many other roles in her career.
I'll take these out. Mr. Herriot, next time you'll share a pot of tea with us, I hope.
I'll look forward to that, Mrs. Dolby.
Good.
Margaretta Scott played Mrs. Pumphrey. When she was in the series in 1978, she was 66. Mrs. Pumphrey is a wealthy lady who loves her pet dog, Chicky Wool. After this role, Margaretta Scott continued her acting career and participated in many TV and theatre projects. Sadly, on April 15, 2005, she passed away at 93. She left a profound impression with her role as Mrs. Pumphrey and many other roles in her career.
Well, what is your verdict, Mr. Herriot?
You are the owner of a fine, healthy young piglet, Mrs. Pumphrey.
Oh, what a wonderful relief. He's quite adorable, isn't he?
Jean Hayward played Mrs. Alton. When she was in the series in 1990, she was 69. Mrs. Alton is a dedicated and hardworking butler. After completing this role, Jean Hayward continued her acting career and participated in many TV and film projects, such as Billy Elliot and When the Boat Comes In. She lived a peaceful life in Northumberland, where she often participated in charity and community activities. She passed away on September 14, 2019 at 98.
Conway, we're going to Conway. Is that in England, though?
It's in Wales, Carol.
Well, we have to get a booze. We're going on.
Who is your favorite character in the series, all creatures great and small? And what do you think when some actors have passed away? Leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell to wait for my next videos. Thank you.